Baltimore wins this insane back-and-forth game. It's the third game of the season with at least 4 touchdowns and no picks for Lamar. What is it, week 10? Give him the MVP. I mean, look at his numbers compared to last year when he won his second. Better numbers across the board. More than double the touchdowns. Less than half as many picks. More yards on the ground. Baltimore gets the win. Damien Woody is here. Give me a moment to compose myself.
You need some water, brother?
No, it's not the water. It's just, where do you start?
Yeah.
And I guess let's start at the end and work our way backwards. And I'm going to ask you the question you asked me last week with Minnesota. How do you miss that face mask? How?
Like, you're literally in the backfield watching. That's your job, is to watch based on the quarterback in that situation.
And we happen to have this. If you grab and pull the helmet,
you don't even have to grab it. You just hit.
It's just hit. And again, you're right. It wasn't a grab, but it was a hit and a pull enough that that's
a flag.
If I'm Cincinnati, I'm like, I can't. Now, granted, they conspired in their own demise here,
right.
But you got to call that, and they didn't. If they do and Cincinnati gets it, there's still time for Jackson. They probably score a touchdown because Jackson's in his bag this year. But that's the look at it again, where I don't know, but Burrow didn't get wild and yell, but I mean,
come on.
And I don't love the roughing the passer calls that we get all the time. But if you're going to say you can't hit a quarterback in the head or the face, they did, and they don't call it. All right, the game itself. I mean, the level of play from Lamar at the moment, off an MVP season, how do you describe what the guy's doing? It's
just stupid.
That's it.
It's
right?
just stupid, man. It's just like the plays this guy is making. This is I've never seen. He's playing his best ball right now as a passer. Mm-hmm. We all know the spectacular as far as the running ability and the
like
spectacular plays.
Like this one that gets him down to the one.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like, who's making that play? What other quarterback is making that play?
Him.
You're right. He's literally him.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah, you know how y'all give out those Himothy Awards?
Yeah, that's right.
That's him.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, Lamar is just he's playing as good as anyone in the league right now.
Cincinnati has to win this football game.
It's a gut punch.
They lost week 5 at home, a game they had a 10-point lead, and they played great. And Burrow, is as great as Jackson plays, I got to get Burrow's numbers. Excuse me for stealing this from out in front of you. Burrow goes for 428, 4 touchdowns, no picks, and they lose this game. I don't know how they absorb this one, this gut punch. This feels like it might be an eliminator. But that's it. That's as good as you can be at 4-6. That's what they are. Am I right?
You are what your record says you are.
Okay.
And listen, Burrow has been on a heater. There's not many quarterbacks, if any, is playing better than Joe Burrow right now. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is, Scott, they were up 21-7, driving for another score. Mm-hmm. And you know how I always talk about more teams find ways to lose games and win them.
Yep.